Yeah, now I'm fucking cold as a motherfucker. I bet these bootlickers would pretend like that's in my head too. You know, fuck. I think that, when you consider I'm in my mid-30s and I work out a lot, you can tell that, yes, there's drugs being fucking pushed on me. That's why I look like fucking crap in a lot of videos. Because they're fucking drugging me. And it's taking its toll on my body, and you can partially see it in my face if you really look carefully. It's fucking me up. And it's the cowardice. It's really gonna work out in my best interest in the end, because everything I'm gonna have done under duress, under fucking stress, under drugs and all this stuff. So it makes me far better than pretty much any martial artist. Because Bruce Lee didn't go through this, Jet Li doesn't go through this, Jackie Chan doesn't go through this. I go through this, and I'm better than all of them. I know for sure. I bet my life that I beat any of them at spar. Bruce Lee was alive, I beat him. I beat Donnie Yen. I beat Scott Adkins. I beat fucking who's this guy? Brett Foster. I beat anybody you can think of. On TV, I'd beat him. I'm the top martial artist in this fucking country. So drugged or not, whether they throw off my balance and my breathing with gassing and drugs, whether this, that, and the other thing, at the end of the day, they still can't beat me. Gang stalks and everything, they still can't beat me. Doing little bitch shit, they still can't beat me. You understand me? So, that's part of why I'm not going to take any advice. I must be doing something right if nobody can fucking beat me. And the fuck does somebody who can't beat me have to teach me? And so, yeah, that's how it is, And so they can troll all they want. They can try to, do little bitch shit, but that's the reality of the situation. And the more they drug me, the more I call them out. The more they try to pretend they know better. But when you think about it, mental health is people, people who force medicate you are saying to you, I know better than you do about your mental health, so I'm going to force you to do it my way. If you don't understand that, you're a fucking idiot. So imagine a bunch of know-nothing half-wits telling a fucking software engineer, a brain surgeon fucking son, a top martial artist, that I know better than you about your nature, about your mental health, about Buddhist principles, because Buddhism has merged with mental health, to the point where I'm going to covertly fucking drug you. Either that, or we're complete lowly dogs who are trying to fucking set you up to fail because we can't see you in the fucking ring. So, I mean, you don't get that. And it came out in the news, I made a little clip about it, where now they can, without you even being diagnosed, law enforcement can work with mental health to petition a judge to take your gun rights away, effective tomorrow. Today's the 31st of 2015, December 31st, 2015. So effective tomorrow, January 1st, 2016, a police officer can go to a judge and say, I think this person's a danger, and I have this bootlicking fucking shrink who upholds white social norms, who agrees with me. Even though white people are 85% of stalkers and only 75% of fucking the population, we uphold these white stalker social norms, and, we're going to drug these people. We want you to let us, allow us to gang stalk them and covertly drug them, and we want you to take their gun rights away, so when we do, we don't have fucking problems. This is basically what it's about. Of course, they don't say all that in the thing, but, when you know about gang stalking, when you know about covert harassment, when you know why they would single someone out to take away their gun rights in the first place, there's one of two reasons. One, they are extremely a threat to the point where it's ridiculous, which is going to be a minority of cases. Or two, they're abusing the idea that there's people like that in order to, take your gun rights away. And this is the same thing with marijuana. I hate to use marijuana as an example, but it's really blatantly obvious. It's, it's what they do all the time with the system. It's where there'll be people who have AIDS or something, who have some disease that marijuana actually helps them. And then there'll be the vast majority of people who have prescription for it, who, have a superficial reason. It's the same thing with what they're doing. There'll be people whose gun rights maybe should be taken away because they are fucking batshit crazy. They are homicidal maniacs. Maybe. Who knows? It's a long philosophical debate for the worst of these people who will get their gun rights taken away. But then there's a vast majority of people that they just want to prey on. You know, period. They just want to harass them. They want to give them a hard time any way they can, throw the book at them, and so on and so forth. Man, you people, I mean, what you put up with from these sniveling dogs just amazes me. You know, just fucking amazes me how you people bootleg to controlled opposition and you put up with these sniveling dogs, you know. And so, you know, and so anything I feel about the fact that these people drug me and then they turn around and try to give me advice. I've noticed this in your videos. I've noticed this while I've been spying on you in your fucking backyard, you know. How'd you feel about it? You know? And even though I'm fucking drugged, they can't fucking beat me. I can't stress that enough. And I've been saying that for fucking months and months. And I've been saying they can't beat me for years and years. My first challenge was in 2012. July. You know, the Top Martial Arts Challenge, December 20th, 2013. I've been saying it for years. You can't beat me. You can't. You're too scared to even try. Revelation 6:15. You know, for years. And you see how this is the same day as the, I actually have this shirt here to prove it. Okay, all I did was take off this shirt and my khaki pants. Okay? And put on fucking, you know, white martial art pants and fucking white tee. And go out, you know, after I went out to get some fucking food. There you go. You know? So why did my behavior change? Covertly fucking drugging me, people. Come on. And what did you see? The last clip I told you, last clip was probably like 10 minutes before this clip, okay? I told you after, I think I said about an hour, I'm starting to already feel more aggressive. You know, it's almost as like there's the initial symptoms of being drugged. It's a drug that's similar to cocaine and meth without having the high. You have a period of being fucked up, not in a good way. You know, feeling sick and headache and just miserable. You know, there's no euphoria. There's no euphoric feeling. There's no euphoria. There's no feeling of elation. There's no feeling good. It's just miserable and sick, and then withdrawal. And during the withdrawal, you know, my balance is still fucked up. My mind is full off. My thoughts are racing, you know. And then it pretty much goes away. And I put it like this, you know. Even with them drugging me, okay? Because it's very funny how this is, right? They're trying to induce symptoms of mental illness. And even with these induced symptoms, I'm still better off experiencing these symptoms than being on psych meds. I mean, that's how horrible psych meds are, right? You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a complete fraud. Just a complete, total fraud. Okay? And I told you how I would start behaving. And I told you why. I mean, it's just in your face, we're drugging you. Gays, disproportionately places, they make sure that I know beyond any doubt that they're drugging me. This is San Jose, this is not San Francisco. I've been fucking going to get fast food and different restaurants here for 30 fucking plus years. It was never disproportionately gay. Okay, I start talking about gays and really going in on them because they started, you know, I started off with a video back, I'll even play you a clip from this if I can find it that fast. I probably can't find it that fast. It's one of my newer videos on this channel. It's basically about homosexuality is a sin according to the Bible. Okay, this is when I really started going in on gays because I was already mad about them trying to act like this and that. Okay, this is from February 14th, 2014. I'll just play the whole thing.
I swear to God that homosexuals are the enemies of God, and I have never been gay, nor will I ever be gay. I did not make my oath because of that, so get that out of your head, you sick faggots and pedophiles. Furthermore, it is never too late to repent, but you cannot use that as an excuse to be a homosexual all your life and then magically repent at the end. It's not going to work like that. You're going to get addicted to evil. You're not going to be able to truly do it. You will burn in hell. I promise you that. It'll take a miracle to be the exception to that rule. I promise you that. Thank you.
So on my Meklo channel, homosexuality is a sin in Christianity, oath on Bible, okay? Referring to my other oath, okay? Now, I'm going to read you some of the comments. You're an asshole. It's because of you people hate Christians. You're an embarrassment to Christianity. I wonder what kind of person would say that when I point out something that every Christian should know. Now, there's this guy, okay, Brian Maddox, okay? 25 replies. Okay, I went back and forth with this guy, and he had people help him out, right? Pragmatic, ultra-magnetic. Organized religion is ultimately on the way out. It's 2015. It's ridiculous. Another one. All religions were created by man. Larry Bailey, the Bible and other religious books were written by man. Quoting the Bible as authority of anything is ridiculous, on and on. Another one. This guy being sarcastic. Homosexuality can only be cured by praying the gay, blah, blah, blah. Next one. Just get off the internet and become a hobbit or something's gay looking picture. Joey. And so on. And then there's this other guy I went back and forth with. Wasn't it Brian Maddox, right? Okay, only had, right now, ironically, has 187 views right now. Okay, didn't even have that many views. Gays coming out everywhere, just, you know, this is how much these people are politically active. Okay, so then, you know, there's gays everywhere. There are the people that I talk about in my videos are where I go, and they weren't where I go before. Okay, there wasn't a bunch of fat feminists everywhere, for instance. There wasn't a bunch of gay people everywhere. There wasn't gang members staring at me everywhere I go. Okay? The different groups that I talk about in my videos came out the fucking woodworks to help them drug my fucking food, and don't be surprised about it in the slightest. May as well just, you know, finish what I'm saying. If you talk bad about black people in Oakland, they start giving you a hard time when they identify you. When you talk bad about this, that, and the other, okay, so there's these groups, you know, no matter how you look at it, this is what you expect. You know, these groups are, you know, there's gay police officers, there's big feminist police officers, there's people at, you know, private businesses, there's people at mental health, people that work for YouTube, blah, blah, blah. There's 1,000,001 ways for them to identify me, who I am, where I go, you know, period. Okay? All right. And now, I have an ex-girlfriend in my email talking about that some gay guy, that she thinks I'm flirting with a gay guy. She said, I saw something along with the pics I showed you. No, I'm not joking. I wish I was. Just pray. So now, magically out of nowhere, this gang-stalking perp is trying to, you know, accuse me of being gay. Something I predicted months and months back. I said, watch. Gay people like to accuse people who call out homosexuality as a sin of being in the closet homosexual. Okay? Absolute madness. Makes no sense. No sense at all. Almost nobody in history has ever gone on about how much they hate homosexuality just to later come out as gay, unless they've been blackmailed by gay people to come out as gay. That's what happens. Okay? The gay people get something on them and say, you know, we're going to do this, and you're going to lose your job, and we're going to, you know, your wife's going to leave you, blah, 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 unless you say that you're in the closet gay, and that's why you've been saying these things. That happens a lot more than you think. Okay? So, you know, and what, lo and behold, she's acting like a fucking Uncle Tom, and Aunt Tomette, whatever you want, and, you know, trying to accuse me of being gay. You know? And yes, there are a lot of gay people in the New World Order. The New World Order is disproportionately homosexual. The occurrences of homosexuality in society, if you combine them with bisexuals, 2 to 5% tops. 2 to 2.5% tops. The occurrence of homosexuality in secret societies, you're looking at 50% plus. Easy, easy. Okay, because they have a lot of gay rituals, you know, and these are men bonding in a very gay way. It's the same thing with fraternities. You know, people, you know, to these fraternities and these male groups and these occult groups, gays are very much attracted. Anything that's adverse to to Christianity, which is hard on homosexuality, they are attracted to. They're like, oh, we know how you feel, you know, type of bitch shit, you know. And so, you know, I'm absolutely disgusted in all these groups. There's pretty much nothing they could ever do to make it up for me. The best years of my life was, you know, used up being persecuted by you lowly dogs because you're selfish and you have complexes, while I'm honestly trying to save the world. You cannot honestly, none of you people can honestly say you're trying to help the world or save the world. You know, I can honestly say the best years of my life were used up as uncontrolled opposition, shunned by women, persecuted by spiritual bottom feeders. And I'm going to end this by reminding you who they are. I will remind you time and time again who they are. Satanists, the worst criminals, the LGBTQ community, feminists, atheists, and racists. And that's the order of who's worse. And if you're the one in the higher category, that's where you are. Okay, even if you're the lower categories, you know, you're all of them. You know, you're more than one, but you're really, you know, that's the order of bad you are in. Thank you.